Hi Daisy, welcome back to Makeup Revolution's YouTube channel. So we get asked so much about contouring, what to contour with, how to contour, what is contouring. Now I know quite a lot of you watching this will know what contouring is, but I just wanted to share my top 5 tips so you can contour to perfection. So the product that I use in Makeup Revolution, this is my go-to contouring product. This is the Iconic Lights and Contour Pro palette. It's my fave, and yeah, I've been using it ever since it launched. It's a gorgeous palette with lots of matte highlighters, shimmery highlighters, and your 4 bronzers there. So let's get into the tips. So number 1, choose your right palette for you. Just because someone else thinks that this palette is the one doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be perfect for you. You really need to find the formula and the shade that is perfect for you. This, as I said, is my holy grail. It's the one for me. I absolutely love the colours. I think the colours are perfect for me, and I love the formulation. However, some of you, if you prefer using creams, you might prefer our cream contour palette. For me, I just prefer working with powders, and I really like the shades in this palette. Number 2, don't overload your brush. Overloading your brush is just going to make your contour look cakey and muddy. What you really want to do is add a tiny little bit at a time. Building up is the best way to go. It means you're not going to go wrong, and you can always stop, whereas if you apply too much, then you can't really take it away without fully wiping it off. Some people might like using an angular brush like this. It's really angled, it's really precise, so you can get a really neat line. However, for me personally, I prefer using a more fluffy angular brush like this. It just helps to get a more blended out natural line rather than a really harsh line. Moving on to number 3, which is my top tip, is blending. Blending is the key to contouring. If you leave your contour like this, super straight, it's not going to look nice. You don't want stripes on your face, you're just creating shadows. So what I'd recommend if you do use this kind of brush is to apply this and then blend it out with an angular brush as well. That's blending it out on the cheekbones, underneath the jawbone, up here, and also around the nose. For around the nose, I just take a little eyeshadow brush, and I take this either side of the nose and just down here to really contour that and blend it out. Number 4, don't take your contour down too low. Some girls take it right down here, and that's not contouring the face. You don't want your face to look really like inwards and weird. So all I do is take the outer corner of my eye, line it down, and my contour will never be as low as the outer corner. So that you're creating that beautiful contoured look, and yeah, you just don't want it down here. It doesn't look pretty. Number 5, highlight. Now, if you're just going to contour only, I think it just makes the skin look a little bit flat. You need a bit of highlight in there, whether that's matte or whether it's shimmer. Taking the Iconic Lights, what I do is I take a mix kind of the banana shade and the white shade. I don't really use the white shade underneath here as much, just because I find it looks a little bit too harsh on me. So I use the banana shade and the white shade mixed for under my eye area here, and then I use the banana shade just to clean up my edges here, just to make it look a little bit more sharp. But then once I do that, I also blend that out so it's not too harsh, and yeah, it's really blended. And then also I love a bit of shimmer, so I've just applied a little bit of shimmer there, as you can see. Nothing too crazy, but this white shimmer highlight here is my go-to, so I just apply a little bit on the top of my cheekbones. I use a little brush like this. This is the F103 brush from us. It's nice and precise, but fluffy as well, so you can just really precisely add your highlight. And then I also just take a little bit down my nose and on my cupid's bow as well. So that is my top 5 tips to contouring. Contouring is really super simple, and you can do it any way you want. There's not really a right and a wrong, but these are just my tips on how I like to contour. But let me know if you've got any other tips. Pop them in the comments below, because I'm sure everyone would love to read them as well. Let me know what Makeup Revolution contour kit is your favourite. I absolutely love our new one, it's my fave. But yeah, let me know what your favourite is. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and like below if you did enjoy this video, and I will see you next Monday. Bye!